Oh, yeah. That's right.
Don't air our business, John. Don't put our
No.
don't put our business on Front Street.
Front
Street.
Street. Wow. Nice.
You know who says that, John?
Who?
Joe, the Reverend Joe.
Does he now?
He does say that, doesn't he?
Oh, I see. Well, anyway, no, I wouldn't dream of telling everybody about us and our moments in the sun.
Of course you wouldn't. It's between you and me and the gay post.
The Gates post, Martha.
What do you mean?
Me, you, and the gate post.
Nothing. Mouthfuls of spam. Whoa! Oh. All right, Martha. It's been a pleasure. Love you.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Okay, that was a lovely. Every time she calls up, it's something dubious of crazy origin and inappropriateness.
Yes.
I don't even know what to say, to be honest with you. At least you're not microwaving tea, John. I'm proud of you for a change. But you're all I hear still is your microphone going.
I do. As I say, I do apologize about that.
You should. You should wholeheartedly.
Absolutely.
And if you are listening live, just to let you guys know, there is a little chatting box. If you want to add me on Skype, Miguel Hito, Miguel Hito 813. Add me, and you can even call in and join our call. Join the show.
Good.
We do a comedy show. We do, we have a lot of guests and characters that come on and talk about all kinds of crazy stuff. So we have
some lovely callers.
Yes, we do. We do. I have 2 gigs coming up Friday. That's going to be our gig at the Unscripted Theater out in St. Pete. I'm going to get this out of the way ahead of time because sometimes I forget.
Sure.
So we have Unscripted Theater. That's going to be in St. Petersburg, and then the likelihood you'll get tickets for that show is slim to none. But you can try. Go to Unscripted Theater on Facebook, and their logo is a U and an N. You can't miss it, and they get a lot of good stuff on there. So a lot of good talent coming through that area. And then we have hopefully it doesn't get canceled yet again, but we have our show at the Sunset Point Cinema Grill in Clearwater on Saturday night at 9 o'clock. So that's $10. Come out, and it's about an hour of awesome, fun improv comedy. That'll be a blast. So, but if anybody's out there, make sure you come and hit us up on the chat box and say hi to us. We'd love to interact with you. That'd be a lot of fun. So, anyways, John, what's the scoop? Anything else new going on?
No, I think that's it, really. Yeah, well, I think that's it. I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap over devices. So if you want to just monologue for a moment, I'm going to hang up and ring you back. Well,
how about this? I got an interesting idea.
All right.
Let me see if I can find it. Don't hang up on me yet. I have got a little bit. Where is he? Where's the good boy? Where's the old Connor? Where's the old? I'm looking for a very specific thing here, John. Oh, great. John hung up on me, but that's okay. He's going to call back in just a moment. I found it. What we're going to do when John comes back, we're going to do a little bit of crisp chat. I don't know if he has any crisps ready, but I have something that's crisp-like that's ready. It is, I can't tell you until we start it. So, when we do it, it'll happen, and it'll be a blast. But we got a lot of stuff going on. We got a lot of guests going to be coming on in the next couple of weeks. We will have a good friend of mine in whatever incarnation he wants to be on. We're going to have a really awesome pro wrestler. Let's see here. We got Crystal. The comedian Crystal Gorgeous is reminding me. She, of course, it's going to be a Wednesday rehearsal where I'm not going to be able to do it, but I might be able to get over there. You never know. Anyways, we got shows on Friday, shows on Saturday, and crisp chat coming up. I cannot wait. I'm going to play a quick one of my funny commercials that I have created throughout the years, and this one is a self-dissolving glitter for the conscientious stripper. Take a listen.
Body glitter for the conscientious exotic dancer. Hi, I'm Wayne Newton, owner and inventor of the new product, Glitterous. As a client, the last thing you want to do is go home with a documentation of the night's shenanigans shimmering all over your body and genitalia. And as an exotic dancer, your clients are your number one source of income, so why send them home covered in glimmering little tattletales? That's why I invented Glitterous, the world's first self-time dissolving body glitter, safe enough for all your naughty bits. This revolutionary exotic dancer body glitter dissolves 20 to 30 minutes after applied or transferred to the client, using only the relative moisture in the air or your own sweat.
She blinded me with science.
Awesome! Your significant other will never know. Just don't be the dumbass that uses your credit card at the strip club. So don't hesitate. Order your Glitterous for yourself or your favorite exotic dancer today at glitterous.com or 1555-GLITTER. Protect your financial or domestic future now. This commercial break brought to you by Glitterous,
Why
a
is it always want
hypoallergenic
to
self-dissolving
recycle it?
body glitter for the conscientious exotic dancer.
Dear God. John,
Yes.
how you doing? I'm back.
Very well.
All right, listen to those dulcet tones.
Yeah, there you go.
It's so much better than...
Yeah, I do. Yeah, apologies, everybody, for that.
The sadness is underwhelming, actually. It's not that bad. I'm feeling okay. About it. But that was Glitterous. That was the self-dissolving stripper glitter for the conscientious stripper. You don't want to... what would be the last thing you go into a strip club and you get glitter all over your damn self? The last thing you want to do is have glitter all over you when you go home. Could you imagine if we actually made that product? Self-dissolving body glitter for strippers to where, it would keep you from getting in trouble?
Right.
How cool would that be?
That would be pretty awesome.
Let's see. I just posted a thing I forgot to send out on Facebook that we were on now. And I'm kind of bummed that the guest didn't come on today.
Well,
we've
had Martha on. That was very lovely.
Well, I'm glad you think so, and I think she'll be flattered that you said that, of course. So, but yeah, so it's been a crazy week. We were looking into a few other things, but the one story that I wanted to tell you about I thought was kind of funny. Was a large barrel of weed, a bale of marijuana washes up on Daytona Beach, Florida, which is a little north and on the east coast of Florida, and it was rolled up and it looked like a big old joint. It looked like a giant cigar.
Right.
So apparently it was actually real smelly marijuana. So 10 pounds of it, it washed up on shore. Isn't that nuts?
Good grief.
10 pounds including water weight, so it was probably about 5 pounds.
Wow.
I don't know the whole thing, but I thought that was kind of interesting. And it looked like it was rolled up in a tube like a cigar, which I thought was kind of weird. Usually they used to be in big old bales, like they called them square groupers back in the day. You ever see that movie on Netflix? It's called Square Groupers or Square Grouper. Great movie.
No, never seen it. Never heard of it.
Oh, it talks all about the old days of super duper marijuana running, and then they would dump stuff overboard, dump the big old bales overboard, and they'd just wash up on shore, so people would run into, big 50-pound bales of marijuana.
Right.
Oh, it was hilarious. Oh, wow. There's a lot of crazy things going on lately. Look at that. Old man, 94-year-old man winning the $300,000 lottery. Don't you think he should give that away to somebody younger?
How much?
$300,000.
$1,000.
Yeah, probably about, 275,000 pounds, roughly.
Well, no, keep it to himself. Give it to whoever he feels is worthy.
I think you should give it away. I mean, he's right at death's door, man.
You don't know that. I mean, good God. How can you say that? That's just awful, isn't it?
I mean,
that's awful.
You're creeping.
No. This is terrible.
Why is that?
Well, you can't say. You can't see. You just can't say it. There's no. It's just another line in the sand that you just crossed. That's my thought.
You know, I don't know. I think the guy's on death's door. I mean, you got to admit, he's 90-something years old. He's right around the corner. I think he's just, just cash it in. Give it to somebody who's...
Well,
pass it over. Look at the guy. The guy looks... He's already got 1 foot in the grave. His name is Irvin Smolinski. 94 years old. I mean, he's got a couple more years left. What is he going to do with that? Buy a nice little Craftmatic 2 adjustable bed? That's it? That's all you got for me?
Look, it's insulting. You're insulting the man. Well, you're insulting an individual. It doesn't matter if they're 95 or 65.
I don't think he gives a flying...
You'd probably say it's £60. Oh, they shouldn't give that away.
Come on. I don't think the guy would give a flying shit. He probably just...
Well, who are they going to go on then? Well, let's hear who are you going to give it to? You're 95 years of age. You've just won the lottery, $23 million. Don't ask me why it's that figure, but it just is.
I'd drive over to Sweden and get offed.
You what?
Yeah, Sweden.
That's right. Well, that fella can choose the same thing for himself.
Right.
Can't he?
Give away the rest. Give it to a youngster. Put a kid into college with that money. Unless he just wants to...
Sure. But you don't know what... Hang on. First of all, you're presuming he's just going to frivol it away? On what, may I add?
All right, you got to admit, most of the people that get lottery winnings frivol it away.
And why not? Why not?
That's true.
I would try and spend as much as that in the shortest time possible. Every cent.
Well, you know what? In Michigan, it seems to be the hotbed.
Wasted, though. Well, waste it. I would waste it.
I would waste it, too. I'm not going to lie about it. But Michigan, it seems the hot state for this because some lady has claimed a second prize from the state's lottery within 3 months. She won $60,000, and then she won, 3 months later, she won $2 million playing the lottery's $2 million bonus game. So she won $2,060,000 in 3 months. That's pretty good hitting right there. I think that's pretty damn good. $60,000 and then $2 million. And she's remaining anonymous because she's a dirty troll, of course.
Oh, that's cruel.
Come on, John. Well, I got one more for you. This is the last story I want to do for the day because I like our chats are much better. But a British brewery. This is good. This is something that's right up your alley because obviously the Brits, and you're one of those people,
right?
British brewery uses customers' DNA profiles to create custom brews for them. They're knocking some chemistry out. Let's see.
Grief.
This is in Greenwich. Meantime Brewing Company. You ever heard of them? Of course not, because you don't like good beer. I'm kidding. Meantime Brewery, based in Greenwich, England, has announced their Meantime Bespoke service, which their customer's DNA can be designed to make the perfect beer for that customer. And so they partner with that company, 23andMe, where you can get your DNA tested and find out where you're from. Right? So they used the gene, hereditary variations in a gene known as TAS2R38, which is responsible for oral taste receptors. You are predetermined to sperm, John. Did you know that?
What?
Just kidding. So they use that data, and it includes a person's preference on bitter or sweet flavors to design a custom beer. Clients will have the opportunity to get hands-on while physically brewing process and adding hops, grain, and testing the mix. And it's $31,000. But there are extra upcharges, including pint glass molded to the shape of the customer's hand and a custom design label for their personalized beer. That's a lot of money.
Thing is, though, they're turning it round, aren't they? You know what I mean? They're giving you something different. You can't just walk into a pub down the road and get that, can you?
No, not at all. Which is kind of cool.
So I like the fact that they're doing something different like that. However, I just hope that it's not going to be too expensive for people to do that.
It's $31,000, man.
Oh, get fucked.
For real.
Get fucked. It's not going to happen.
The first one they created was a hoppy double IPA named Double Helix, which I thought was kind of cool.
Do you know?
But
Do you know